Hello, Rune of the day. Othilla. Othila. Number 23. Othil is an O. Othel is Old English. Athal in German. Athala in Gothic means nobility. Athala literally signifies nobility and refers to all the things that we have inherited from our ancestors. Don't forget to talk to your ancestors. Our roots, you gotta root yourself so you can hear from beyond. Our roots are very important, and we must recognize them in order to evolve as humans. The Thala reminds us that we are the fruit of a long history, and that there were those who worked hard in order for us to be who we are today. Keywords: positive, prosperity, heredity, the importance of the past, abundance, building strong ties, attachments to one's country, respect for traditions, and the negatives: a little substance, economic problems, frauds, prejudices, difficulties in finding one's path, excessive parental influence, and pessimism. The message: the Thala exhorts us to value our feelings and to build strong ties. Its energy is directed toward the effective nucleus of life. Nucleus in a cell is the center portion that holds all DNA and RNA that we're coded from. But anyway, the nucleus of life here it relates to the energy that directed toward the effective nucleus of life, which is faced with a global vision that embraces the past, present, and future. This rune highlights blood ties. As much as these relationships are stormy or have been so in the past, they nevertheless remain important. To remove oneself totally is only an illusion. It is important to gather what is good and to soothe out misunderstandings as they happen. The warning: Athala puts us on guard with respect to individualistic and rebellious behavior. For each one of us, it is important to emancipate ourselves and to find our own path, but to do so, we really need to look at our past in a calm manner and with gratitude. If this does not happen, our attempts at independence will be childlike and will not have the seriousness required to make them effective and adult. Leave old and infantile behaviors behind and accept the challenges of growth with courage. And we have a magi of some sort, wise man with much ancestry and tradition, gratitude. The questions: are we overly attached to our childhood? Do we always behave in the same way? Are we egotistical? Are we afraid of new things? Do we live with regrets? Do we have respect for traditions? What do we struggle to abandon? And does fear block our emotions? Are we often defensive? Do we respect hierarchy? Talismans. Athol consolidates unions and creates favorable conditions for increasing one's patrimony. It represents well-being, prosperity, and protects financial enterprises. Well, it's a good reading for today, because for a lot of the people that are in any stocks or have Roth IRAs or 401ks or are in it, the world economy at all, they know that it's dropped some in the past week, and we're having a rally today. We've had some recovery, so a protection of our prosperity and our finances as a signal there is a good sign. So you might hold on and wait for it to rise some more to sell. But other than that, having a good family relationship while being independent and taking on your own life responsibilities, and without abandoning the good thoughts of what, and appreciation of what your parents and your ancestors have done before. All the people that died in wars to create a peaceful existence, or believe it or not, all war is bad, but there are hard moments that people in the past have had to deal with, and determining and giving up their freedoms and to fight for the others' freedoms in many circumstances. Religion clashes many times, and territorial clashes, and all these material oil clashes. All these things, not all the wars are good, not all the reasons are good. Fighting for what you know is true and right and righteous. I believe that a lot of our ancestors did that for us, and brought in the Mesopotamian laws to allow us all to be able to live together and love each other. Created books and repeatedly printed them, even under their own duress, to of worry that someone would persecute them or martyr them in their fight for freedom of religions and the things that we have today and appreciate without even recognition of the things that went on to get to that point. And every road you ride on, every house that you buy, every building you walk into was all built by someone, blue collar participant. Ancestors are still around you and talking to you in synchronicities and events in your life, and you need to listen and be aware of it and appreciative of it, and become an adult in the right time, because life will put you in an adult really fast, and sometimes it's really tough to become an adult and not have your parents or those that are gonna love you unconditionally As long as you have a good group of friends or community that's going to love you unconditionally, you'll never, never have to worry about those that you've lost, but they're always there. So you gotta have thanks for them and appreciate what the messages they're trying to pass down, that they know that have been given from the one to them to facilitate into your life. So be aware. And this is getting long and personal, so hopefully you were able to vibe with it a little bit and resonate, magnetically resonate, or spiritually resonate, soul energy resonate, and religiously and philosophically. So I hope y'all have a good night and day, or spot where you are in the sun or the moon, the stars, and we'll do this again later.